The pursuit of happiness is a central motive in consumer behavior research, with increasing attention directed towards how consumption and purchase type shape happiness. A consistent finding in this domain is the experiential advantage, where purchasing experiences yield greater happiness than purchasing material items. However, the material experiential distinction limits our understanding by overlooking the intent behind consumer purchases. For instance, a pair of running shoes might be purchased to own or for completing a marathon. We propose that purchase types can be distinguished not only by their form, but by also how the consumer intends to incorporate the purchase into their life. This reframing reveals a third purchase type, activity engagement purchases, conceptualized as purchases made with the intention of being incorporated into sustained, meaningful participation in an activity. Across 6 studies, we examine whether consumers perceive activity engagement purchases as distinct from material and experiential, and how these purchase types contribute to happiness. Study 1 finds that consumers can classify purchases as activity engagement, and this purchase type leads to higher happiness than both experiential and material purchases. Study 2A assigns participants to recall a specific purchase type, and again finds that they lead to higher purchases. 2B and 3B rule out the assumption that intangibility or tangibility explains why some purchases lead to happiness. Study 3A then investigates an alternative explanation, whether purchase outcome, positive or negative, can account for the prior findings, while Study 4 tests the mediating role of value expressiveness and competency need satisfaction. Across all studies, activity engagement purchases lead to higher happiness than material purchases, while activity engagement purchases lead to higher happiness than experiential in 3 of the 4 studies. The results also find that satisfying competency needs is what drives activity engagement purchases to lead to higher happiness than material and experiential purchases. The contributions of this research are threefold. First, purchase type is reconceptualized by shifting focus from a purchase form to its function within consumers' life. This reframing reveals how in-use and intentionality rather than tangibility or intangibility better predict happiness. Second, consumer happiness theory is demonstrating that activity engagement purchases contribute to happiness through the fulfillment of competency needs. Third, this research broadens the conceptualization of value expressiveness by demonstrating that it can arise not only through experiences, but also through sustained skill-based activity engagement. Taken together, these contributions suggest that intentionally selected goal-directed purchases, regardless of the materiality, offer a distinct pathway to consumer happiness by supporting meaningful and sustained activity.